Hello, dear students. Welcome to another session of Human Resource Management. In this session, we will be discussing about recruitment and selection. In the last class, we have discussed about human resource planning. After human resource planning, defining the plan of action, the next step is recruitment. Recruitment is the discovering of potential candidates for actual or anticipated organizational vacancies. Or we can say that it is a linking activity that is bringing together those with jobs to fill and those seeking jobs. Recruitment forms a step in the process which continues with selection and ceases with the placement of the candidate. It is the next step in the procurement function, the first being the manpower planning. Recruitment makes it possible to acquire the number and type of people necessary to ensure the continued operation of the organization. Recruitment is the discovering of potential applicants for actual or anticipated organizational vacancies. Many authors have defined recruitment, but some we will discussing here, that is, according to Edwin B. Flippo, recruitment is the process of searching for prospective employees and stimulating them to apply for jobs in the organization. As per this definition, recruitment is simply the process of searching the prospective employees. Prospective employees means those employees who can fulfill our requirement or our organization's requirement. And stimulating them. Stimulating is instigating them to apply for that particular job. Another definition by Dale Yoder, recruitment is a process to discover the sources of manpower to meet the requirement of the staffing schedule and to employ effective measures for attracting that manpower in adequate number to facilitate effective selection of an effective workforce. In short, we can say that recruitment is simply a process of inviting the pool of eligible candidates which can be placed and fulfilled in our organization to attain organizational objective. Thus, recruitment is a process concerned with the identification of possible sources of human resource supply, and we tap those resources to fulfill our organizational requirements. Coming towards the objective of recruitment. The basic objective of recruitment is to attract the eligible employees or eligible candidate in the organization who possesses skills and experiences which will help in our future organizational strategies. Next is recruitment adds a fresh blood, a new idea at all the levels in the organization. Recruitment is also done to develop an organizational culture that attracts more competent people in the organization. It also helps in searching a creative people whose skills fit the company's value. It also helps to search for talent globally and not just within the company. That is, it helps in global recruitment, or in recent scenario we can term it as e-recruitment. Now there are many sources of recruitment. Some of are named as internal sources and external sources. Internal sources are those sources which are from within the organization, which includes present permanent employee. According to this internal source, the organization considers the candidate from higher level jobs or ex-employee or promotion or by transfer. Next is retrenched or retired employees. The biggest asset of every organization are the employees who are being retired from the organization or which have been laid off because of the no requirement of those candidates. Internally, the organization can approach these employees either who are retired or retrenched from the organization and oblige them. Next is dependent or deceased, disabled, retired or present employee. Some organization with a view to develop commitment and loyalty of the employees may appoint the family members or build an image that provide employment to the dependent or disabled or any of the present employee who has the capability to fulfill our vacancy. Employer referral. Referral are the candidates recommended by the current employees. Current employer recommend these candidates whose performance and behavior are known to them as well as suitable to the job and organizational needs. The advantage of internal sources of recruitment is organization does not have to make more efforts in selecting a process of conducting interviews and then hiring the suitable candidate. Internal source helps directly to place the person by any of the reference of the internal source who is either was the ex-employee or is the referee of any of the existing employee. Then the next source is external source. External source are those sources which are from outside the organization. The most common of the external source includes the campus recruitment, which is the most recent and advanced and latest technology of recruiting the employees, best suitable, best eligible, highly qualified employees by going in the renowned universities or campuses and selecting. Next, private employment agencies or consultancies, because these agencies are reliable, hence the organization can approach these agencies or consultants to fulfill the requirement. Public employment exchange, there are many employment exchange programs being done which helps in externally recruiting. Professional associates, data banks which we are seeing on Google forums or any of the official sites which are dealing with recruiting the employees. Casual applicants are those applicants who may randomly come to our organization and apply. Similar organization, if any of the organizations similar to the one recruiting can exchange their employees with each other. And with the reference of trade union. Trade union plays a very important role in recruiting, whether it is internally or externally, because the pressure, the force of the trade union enforces the organization to select the candidate as per the recruitment offered by the trade union. After knowing the sources of recruitment, whether internally or externally, then comes the next step, that is selection. Now, selection is considered as a negative process. Why it is a negative process? Because recruitment is applying or getting the most possible applicants for the organization. That is, recruitment can be termed as a positive process, because all those eligible potential candidates who think they are suitable for the job will apply for that particular job. But selection is a negative process. Why? Because in selection, we or a part of an organization eliminate those whom they think are not suitable and select only those best possible employees who will fulfill the requirement of the organization. Now, what is selection? Selection is the process of picking individuals whose relevant qualification fulfills the job in an organization. The basic purpose is to choose the individual who can most successfully perform the jobs from the pool of qualified candidates. Now, the process of selection has 8 steps, starting from the reception. Step 1, reception. It is a company is known by the people it employs. In order to attract the people with talented skills and experience, a company has to create a favorable impression on the applicants right from the stage of reception. Reception is the place where applicants come and submit their form. Then the second step, that is screening interview. A preliminary interview is generally planned by large organization to cut the cost of selection by allowing only eligible candidates to go through the further stages in selection. A junior executive from the HR department conducts the preliminary interview and takes responses from them, and on the basis of their experience and the way of dealing, they are selected for the next step, that is application blank. Application bank is a form which is the most important, where all the information related to academics, demographic, work related, specialization, experiences and references are specified. Then the next step, that is selection testing. After the candidate has gone through the application blank, means the degrees, the experience and knowledge is checked, then the next step comes is selection test. This is another important decision in the selection process, which involves applicant testing and the kind of test to be used. There can be several tests depending upon the type of job for the person is being selected. There can be intelligence test, aptitude test, personality test, achievement test, simulation test, or selection interview. Selection interview is the last step of selecting the candidate, where the selected candidate is done with a final interview by a panel of experts who are responsible for conducting or who are responsible for selecting the particular candidate. After the selection interview, the next step is medical examination. Medical examination, if the employee is working in any factory or in such an environment where the person has to be medically fit, then medical examination takes place. For example, if a candidate is being selected to work in a cotton industry, then his breathing, his respiration tract, his breathing capacity, everything is checked, his allergy test is done so that he can be best selected, suitable for that particular job. After medical examination, the next step is reference check. Reference checks are those checks which are given by the applying candidate so that the person whose reference name is given can justify the degrees, the character, the experience of that particular person. And if that reference check is correct and is according to the requirement, then the hiring decision is taken and the employee is being selected. After selection, the next step is induction, placement and further training, which we will be discussing in our next session. Thank you.